Writers, today we are going to talk a little bit more about which things to include in your All About books and which things to leave out. Okay, so we know that we want to include true facts, information that will teach people, right? We don't want to write a story about something that's happened. So I have a poster. You guys are going to help me play a game. This side over here says a time when something happened story. So fiction or personal narrative. Either way, a story. Over here, we've got All About book. So these are going to be the things that give us information that tell us all about a topic. Okay, so my topic for this game is polar bears. And let's see if you can help me decide where to put my sentences. This one says, cubs stay with their mothers for 2 years. Is that going to go with a time when something happened? Or is that going to go all about book? Again, cubs stay with their mothers for 2 years. Where should we put it? Yes, that's for all about book. So I'm going to tape that over here. Nice job. Okay, my next one says, I got a stuffed polar bear for my birthday. Is that a time when something happened story? Or is that for an all about book? I got a stuffed animal for my birthday. That's a time when something happened, isn't it? So I'm going to tape that one right there. My next one says, polar bears can swim for 100 miles without resting. Is that a time when something happened or all about book? Polar bears can swim for 100 miles without resting. That goes with all about book, doesn't it? So I'm going to tape that one right here. Okay. This one says, when I went to my cousin's house, we watched a movie about polar bears. Is that a time when something happened or an all about book? When I went to my cousin's house, we watched a movie about polar bears. That's a time when something happened. We wouldn't include that in informational text. That doesn't teach people things. So that's a time when something happened. My next one says, polar bears are the biggest hunters on land. Would that go a time when something happened or all about book? Polar bears are the biggest hunters on land. That goes with my all about book. Very good. We would include that one. My next one says, a polar bear's skin is black and its hair is hollow to keep it warm. Is that the time when something happened or all about? A polar bear's skin is black and its hair is hollow to keep it warm. That goes, oh, my tape got stuck. That goes with informational text and all about book. We would want to include that, wouldn't we? Okay, I have two more. This one says, one day a polar bear decided to take a vacation. Does that go with a time when something happened or all about? One day a polar bear decided to take a vacation. That's just a story, isn't it? That's going to be fiction. So that's a time when something happened. We're not going to include that in our informational text, are we? And my last one says, I saw a polar bear at the zoo. Now really think about that one. Is that a time when something happened or is that all about? I saw a polar bear at the zoo. Are you teaching anyone anything when you include that information? No, we don't need to include that. That's a time when you went to the zoo. So that's the thing that happened. So even if it's true, it doesn't go with our informational writing. Okay, you guys were good at that game. So I think you're going to be really good at knowing which things to include in your writing and which things to leave out, because we don't need to know about what's happened to you. You're telling us true facts that will teach us about something that you're an expert about.